Good morning. This is Chris Abraham, Season 2, Episode 16 of the Chris Cast. And this is about Wikipedia. And this is going to be a short one because really I'm only doing this episode to get in a punchline. So if you'll forgive me, I will make it longer than just a punchline. But this episode is basically about me hanging my head up completely with regards to Wikipedia. I don't want to consult. I don't want to help. The cult is too deep. The culture is too established. It is not a Wild West anymore, so please don't ask me. Anyway, you're going to enjoy the snuffleupagus today because I have completely stuffy sinuses, so I'm going to be nasally. So maybe I should do this in French. Anyway, I'll be right back. Thanks for popping in. I'll be right back to you in a second. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 16 of your favorite stuffy-nosed podcaster, Chris Abraham. This is Chris Cast, and we're going to talk about Wikipedia today. So, I've been on Wikipedia since the very beginning. I mean, back in... Hey, Google, when did Wikipedia start?
Wikipedia was launched on January 15th, 2001.
Yeah, and in 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, and 2006, I was working for New Media Strategies. And at New Media Strategies, Wikipedia was an important part of the business cycle, right? We went to great lengths to go ahead and help our clients have positive or neutral mentions on Wikipedia, because obviously Wikipedia is high prestige, and Google loves it. Google hearts it forever. And so, I've never had a Wikipedia practice. I've known Wikipedia maestros, but I've helped people with Wikipedia from, 2006 when I started my own agency to 2020. But that's it. I was going in and playing around with Wikipedia yesterday to help out a friend, and it's just such, it's like when you go to an Amish community, or if you move into a small African village, any outsider is going to show up like a sore thumb, or like a white devil, or like a sinner, right? So the people that I know who are Wikipedia consultants are surely and certainly extremely deep undercover. They're either true blue part of the ethos of Wikipedia, or they are such deep moles. They're embedded so deeply that they spend 80 to 99% of their time being a generous contributor, a positive part of the community. I mean, I was under tutelage one time by one of the top 2 Wikipedia people globally, and it was all wax on, wax off, right? It was all wax on, wax off. His boot camp required months and months and months of work in preparation. It was like, it was not unlike training for a marathon, if not training for the Olympics or for the national team, because it was all spent on training. And very little of it, if any, was spent on actual editing on behalf of a client, on behalf of anybody I was consulting, or even making a change or update for anybody that I was even remotely connected to. It took and it takes such extreme measures that it is stupid for anybody to try it themselves. And I will tell you why after the break. And I will get to that punchline, I promise. And if I don't, hold me accountable.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is season 2, episode 16 of Chris Cast. This is Snuffy Nose, Snuffleupagus Chris Abraham, and I am here to continue on the saga of Wikipedia. Back in the day, it was relatively easy. You just needed to be careful, and you needed to. The only rule was do not be self-promotional. If it was anything, it couldn't even be CNN or Fox News, right? CNN and Fox News are definitely selling something, right? It had to be PBS NewsHour, or it had to be, if you will, let's see, it had to be senior thesis. It had to be who, what, when, where, why, how. It could not be a hagiography. It could not be self-promotional. It could not be promotional. It certainly couldn't be about yourself. It certainly couldn't be by yourself. It certainly couldn't be by a company you were in. It couldn't be by a PR company or a marketing company. And even if it was ignored, even if it had the greatest of intentions, it still needed to be completely neutral. Who, what, when, where, why, how, and how come. It's always been required that things be notable, but in the world of shameless self-promotion and hyperbole and publicity and realizing the SEO value of Wikipedia, if you will, the sensitivity of the alarm system has gone up to 11. So I will tell you my punchline. I was helping someone who is not only a woman, but a CEO in an international company, amazing innovation company, and she has everything going for herself. She's not altruistic. She isn't she doesn't give much back to the community, but she is an innovator. She is a creator. She will be multi-millionaire, and she's a good egg. But unfortunately, there are thousands of women and people like her. I mean, my punchline is this. Wikipedia is sort of like getting pregnant, right? If you are a nonprofit, or if you are an academic, or if you are an artist or writer, or if you have contributed to the greatness of society, whether or not it is helping society, changing society, improving society, you're basically like a Catholic schoolgirl, right? You just look at a man and you're pregnant, right? Look, just no problem. You are basically 18 years old, and you just look at someone cross-eyed and you have a baby, a healthy, happy baby, full-term pregnancy. In fact, you have probably 10, 12 babies. But if you are, if you've waited to geriatric age, if you have a geriatric womb, if you're 35 or above, it's not so easy anymore. At that point, you and your partner probably have to start doing IVF, and IVF is what I call trying to get yourself into Wikipedia. And by IVF, I mean anybody who is in marketing, anybody who's in publicity, anybody who's in it for the money, anybody who's in it for business, anybody who's an entrepreneur. I mean, and here's my buzz line. Getting an entrepreneur into Wikipedia is like IVF. It's frustrating, it's expensive, it takes so much longer than you think, and at the end of the day, it probably won't take. So that's why I am hanging up my Wikipedia consulting practice. I'm going to remove it from every vestige of my website because it's just not worth it. It's not even worth it except to have this conversation. So if anybody asks me, I'm going to put them here. There are people out there who will do a better job than I am, than I ever could, because that's the place they hang, right? I hang on Facebook, I hang on Mastodon, I hang on Twitter, I hang on Reddit, right? Reddit was the same exact thing with me with regards to Wikipedia, right? I was a fool on Reddit, but now I spend at least half an hour on Reddit every day, like every day of my entire life. I contribute, I participate. I have like 10 or 15. I actually moderate my own subreddit, Slow Jogging. So now I'm a part of that, and if I want to drop a link, I'm suffered because I spend 99% of my time loving on Reddit. I don't spend 99% of my time loving on Wikipedia. If you need Wikipedia help, you need to find someone who lives there happily, gladly, and not as. You need to, that show, The Americans? You need to find someone who might be a mole, a spy mole, but you need to find someone who's fallen in love with their adopted country, right? Who completely, is undiscernible from a local. And everybody on Wikipedia is pretty much a comic book man from The Simpsons. So you also have to be able to deal with that. Like, there are grammar Nazis, there are certainly comic book man from The Simpsons. There are people who are completely obsessive about. There are historians, there are scientists, there are rhetoricians, there are academics, there are professors, and then there are just people on the beautiful people on the autism spectrum, people who are so precise in everything they do and have such complete discernment and high expectations towards what should and shouldn't be included in the real database of record, the real encyclopedia of record. Finally, because of the pandemic, a lot of people who were in many ways too busy to participate on Wikipedia spent the last 15 months only on Wikipedia. So the oversight is higher, the responsiveness is quicker, and if you take the proper, and I think that if you have a new account, it's impossible to go in and edit and create and publish a new page. I think that there are certain maturation times. But the good news is that if you really want to go in and actually become a part of the Wikipedia family, it's not sink or swim anymore. There's an elaborate sandbox system, an elaborate training system. There's actually, when you join, and if you want to contribute, they put you through Wikipedia Bootcamp, and then they give you opportunities for Wikipedia High School, Wikipedia Associate's Degree, Wikipedia Community College, Wikipedia Bachelor's, Wikipedia Grad School, Wikipedia PhD, Wiki PhD, and then Wikipedia postdoc. So part of that, and don't forget, is if you go in there, you need to open your own office, and you need to bring stuff from home to decorate it. If you look at any of the top Wikipedians, their own profile page is a beautiful menagerie of things they love to do, things they're obsessed with, topics they're totally into, and so forth. So you need to, if you're going to get a job there, which it is, you're going to need to bring to the office an entire banker's box full of stuff from home. Photos of your family, photos of the trips you go to, your Bushido blade collection, your obsession with thumper motorcycles, the fact that you own legit Action Comics back from the Superman days, like all those things you need to share. So anyway, I officially hang up my hat for Wikipedia, even just consulting. I don't know. It is not the same Wikipedia it was before. It has become a moderated, curated place. It does have it's more like the Bar Association than anything else. So tread at your own risk. And here's the secret. the secret is if you're an insider, people will be more accepting towards your negligible self-interested changes. But you need to be willing to do thousands and thousands of hours of unpaid work for that pleasure. And it needs to be selfless, and it needs to be caring, and it needs to be detail-oriented, and it needs to be truth-seeking, not CNN or Fox News era truth-seeking, but actual truth-seeking. It needs to be proactive, creative, defensive, and restrictive, and you need to be in it for the long term, because like domains and like Reddit and like everything else, you're rewarded for your tenure. And if you've been there for a really long time, you can become what's the term? Major domo of Wikipedia, just like you can become a major domo of Reddit, or a major domo of No Agenda Show, or a major domo of any place, the club you belong to, the school you go to, the happy hours you attend. You know, it's that way for everything. Persistence, attention, care, love, and inclusion, kindness, generosity, and creativity are things that are rewarded in this life. And if you want to put all that attention to make one edition of you into the Wikipedia verse, if that's important to you, then that's something you'll be willing to do. But that's up to you, and I don't recommend it. Spend that energy becoming what's called notable. Hey, Google, what is the definition of notable on Wikipedia?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
Alexa, volume 10.
But that's not me. I'm your...
Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, what is the definition of notable on Wikipedia?
As an adjective, notable is usually defined as worthy of note or notice, noteworthy. As a noun, notable is usually defined as a prominent, distinguished, or important person. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for notable.
Give me more definitions of notable.
I have 5 more definitions for notable. As an adjective: 1. Prominent, important, or distinguished. 2. Capable, thrifty, and industrious. As a noun: 3. One of a number of prominent men, usually of the aristocracy, called by the king on extraordinary occasions. 4. An assembly of high-ranking nobles, ecclesiastics, and state functionaries having deliberative but not legislative or administrative powers, convoked by the king principally in 1554, 1786, and 1788, in the lattermost year to establish the manner for selecting the States General. 5. A notable fact or thing.
Well, that seems pretty self-referential. So I think what we've learned is that Wikipedia is an experiment in socialism and Marxism, and as a result, notability is not equated with being part of the entrepreneurial royalty, right? Like if you are one of the sundry Silicon Valley tens of millions of dollars participants in the world, you are probably not going to be considered notable, right? There's a million of them, and their notability is primarily...
This device lost its connection.
I don't care. If you do not have if you are not considered notable, I guess for altruistic reasons or for timeless reasons or for reasons that are not associated with rocket shipping. I think that if you're rocket shipping and haven't arrived yet, you're probably not notable. And if you set off the alarms that rocket shipping requires as part of your marketing strategy, that you need Wikipedia in order to become even more notable, if you need Wikipedia for the SEO reasons in order to become accepted online, or if it's required by your publicist and or your board of directors, if any of those things sound true, then you're probably not notable according to Wikipedia. And that's sad. That's sad. I think it should be, everybody should be able to go in there, and then the market decides, right? I mean, if nobody searches for you, if nobody cares, then nobody will see your page, right? So I think that they've lost their vision. They've tamped it down too tightly, and that they should take their war other places. Unfortunately, Wikipedia's become very much an international resource, and as a result, it needs to abide by its bureaucracy. And there are enough scoundrels in the world, and I'm sure that they're constantly playing defense. On that note, I'm done here. Thank you for visiting. In the next segment, I will tell you how to contact me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Welcome back. This is your stuffy nose, Chris Abraham. This is Chris Cast Season 2, Episode 16 for you. Anyway, my name's Chris Abraham. I'm at Chris Abraham on most social things. So at Chris Abraham on Twitter, at Chris Abraham on Instagram, at Chris Abraham on Facebook. At Chris Abraham on YouTube, youtube.com/Chris Abraham. I am Christopher Abraham on TikTok, although I do not create there. I think I'm Chris Abraham on SoundCloud, though I don't put anything there. My home site is chrisabraham.com. My company's site is gerriscorp.com, GERR.is. You can reach me via email at chris@abraham.su. And I proudly say that is the TLD for the Soviet Union, the former Soviet Union. And there are only 100,000 registered domains there. So if you want a domain and you don't know how to get one, you can try IO or AI.ai or .io, but there's also .su. Try to explain that to your clients. What else? If you want to reach me on WhatsApp or Telegram or what is it called? Or on Signal, I'm at +1 202 352 5051. You can, most of the time, Chris at gerriscorp.com or cabraham@gmail.com can connect you to me using Google stuff like Meetings and Meets. And if you want to schedule a date online, generally via phone. I hate Zoom and that kind of stuff. You can get me at calendly.com/chrisabraham/30. Give us 30 minutes. Otherwise, if you try to text me with +1 202 352 5051, you can. But if you try to call me on that, you'll go to voicemail if I do not know who you are, if we're not already in love. And but I'll listen to your voicemail via Google Voice translation, and if you're awesome and you make a case, then I will call you back. All right. Thank you for coming. That was Season 2, Episode 16 of Chris Cast. And again, forgive my stuffy nose. Ciao for now. Auf Wiedersehen. Hasta la próxima.